Jazzcast Pros.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Healing Her Within. When I'm recording this, it is December 1st. It's a Monday, it's the beginning of the week, and it's a lot of newness. There's a lot of things to be grateful for, there's a lot of things to celebrate, especially because this is the last month of the year. This is the last month of 2025. I just want to end it strong. I want to end the month. I want to end the year strong and just be ready for what 2026 has installed for all of us. And as I get ready to talk about some of the things that I'm grateful for in 2025, I want you to also pull out your journal, pull out a notebook, and reflect. What are you grateful for in 2025? I want you to look back to January of 2025 to December of 2024 when you were getting ready for 2025. Look at the list of goals that you had set for yourself and compare, like, where are you at? And you still have, let's see, when this comes out, it's going to be December 6th. So you still have 4 full weeks to accomplish what you need to accomplish in 2025 and finish the year strong. So don't beat yourself up. Don't be too hard on yourself. This is just a checking point because you can make all the goals that you want, but if you're not checking in to see how you're doing, you are probably going to wait to the last minute and try to shift and pivot, and it's going to be difficult because you've waited to the very end. So we are doing that. We are taking proactive action and doing that now. So I would like to share 25 things with you and just go in a little deeper into each of them. Welcome to Healing Her Within, the podcast for women who are ready to break free, rise up, and reclaim every part of themselves. I'm your host, Maryann Rivera-Dannert, certified life and confidence coach, author, speaker, and a woman who's walked through the fire and came out fearless. This is Healing Her Within. Let's begin. So, without further ado, here is my list of 25. So, first and foremost, I am grateful for the woman that I have become. I am grounded. I am bold. I am fully awake. I believe in the goals that I have set for myself. I believe in the goals that I'm setting for my business. And I believe in the trajectory, in the new path, the road that I am heading in. Number two, I am grateful for the healing that I have done and the peace that I have made with my past. Once upon a time, there were things in my life that I have experienced, things that I have done that I actually was embarrassed about, that I was had shame around, and I have healed and I have made peace with my past. Because the thing about it is, we all have a past. Number one, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. Every single one of us has a past. And the thing about it is that we make decisions, we choose what we choose in those moments based on what we know. And if you don't know, you just don't know. So there's no sense of beating yourself up for what could have been. You just have to make peace with it, forgive yourself, let it go, and move on. Number three, I am grateful for the liberated movement that is taking shape and is attracting the right woman. And what I mean by that is if you are in the coaching field, if you are striving to be an entrepreneur, a business owner, whatever it may be, if you are talking to everyone, you are speaking to no one because people may hear you, but they're not listening to you because your message is not resonating with who they are. So I am truly grateful for the movement, the liberated woman that is happening and is taking shape, and the right women are just energetically being attracted and it's being positioned. And I can't wait for 2026 because it is going to be amazing. Number four, the launch of my upcoming books and anthologies. So if you are watching this, I am holding up the copy, the proof copy of my latest book, which is The Liberated Woman's Voice: 365 Affirmations for the Mind, Body, and Soul, which released on November 15th, which was my birthday. And you can go over to my website and purchase a copy. And you can also find it on Amazon. And then coming up in short few weeks, towards the end of the month, is my third volume of In the Pursuit of Fearless Living. And this book is going to be amazing. It is so powerful. The women that said yes, the women that committed to being a part of this book, I am super excited for them. I am super excited for you to read their stories. A few of them are first time authors. Some of them they have written in the past. And I am truly blessed and super excited. So make sure that you stay connected and purchase a copy of the book when the time comes. I am also grateful for this podcast, Healing Her Within, and the powerful conversations that it has held. When I decided to shift from Fearless Fridays with Maryann to Healing Her Within, I wasn't sure how people were going to take it, if people will be able to resonate with the shift. And I'm grateful that people have. The numbers have grown. Not that it's necessarily about numbers, but it is about impact. And the impact is definitely there and it is being felt worldwide. So, a quick shout out to all of my supporters, to all of my listeners, to all of my subscribers. Keep hitting that share button, hit that subscribe button, and help me continue to make even a bigger impact in 2026. Number 6, I am grateful for the women whose lives have shifted because of my coaching and my words, whether it's written words in books, written words in my newsletters, written words in the different posts that I have made. I am grateful for the shift because one of the things, and again, we are very vulnerable around here. One of the things that I have struggled with in the past has been that yes, you post something and nobody's liking it. People might not share it. You don't know if people are actually reading. However, when you have your profile on professional mode, you are able to see those numbers. So while there might not be any likes or any shares or even any comments, people are reading. So I am truly excited about the impact in the shifts that women have made because of my coaching and because of my words. So, just because the likes are not there, just because the comments may not be there, again, the impact, the shifts are being felt. Number 7, I am grateful for my trip to Costa Rica and for everything that ayahuasca helped me release. And I have shared a little bit about what happened in Costa Rica. I've talked about things that happened before the trip, things that happened after the trip, and I've spoken one on one with several people as to like day one of sitting with ayahuasca, a little bit about day two, and a little bit about day three. I haven't gone a full, I'm not sure what the word is. Like I haven't been fully open as to everything that occurred. Because again, some things just don't need to be shared. Just know that the shift happened. Just know that there was a lot of forgiveness. Just know that there was a lot of transformation that occurred and there was a lot of alignment that also occurred. So I'm truly excited and I'm even thinking about going back in 2026. And you may be wondering, well, if there was so many shifts in forgiveness and alignment that occurred, why would you go back? To be 100% honest, is because when I first sat with ayahuasca, it was my first time. So I feel that deep down, I still had a little bit of resistance and I was holding back. I didn't fully allow myself to just be fully open to the medicine and be fully open to what the medicine had to tell me and share with me and help me see and help me understand and help me open up. So I'm thinking about it and we shall see if I will go back into the jungle and sit with ayahuasca again. Number 8, my commitment to my boundaries and my non negotiables. Listen, I have been talking about boundaries and them being non negotiables for a very, very long time. Boundaries are not for other people, boundaries are for you. Boundaries about what you are willing to accept and what you are willing to not accept, what you are unwilling to accept. What behaviors are you going to allow from other people? And again, people will treat you how you allow them to treat you. If you say that you are no one's second best or last choice and things like that, but yet you are saying yes to every possible invitation, even when it comes at last minute, because there was probably a fallout or some sort and things like that, that's an issue. That's an issue. For me, I have been very clear about my boundaries and very unapologetic about my boundaries because, again, my boundaries are for me. They are there to help me keep my peace, to keep my wellness, and to secure me. It's not about how other people are going to feel. I mean, it is what it is. They're about how I am going to feel at the end of the day. So I am truly grateful for my boundaries and continuing to stand firm in them. Number 9, I am excited and truly grateful for the growth that my business has made in speaking and writing and podcasting and leading workshops. Am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. Am I excited that I'm no longer where I used to be? Absolutely. Every baby step, every small shift that you take will lead into the bigger picture, into the bigger goal. So don't be shameful and don't poo poo the small steps that you have taken. Be grateful for those small opportunities that have happened. Number 10, the summits and events that I am creating for 2026 and beyond, starting with the summit that I am going to be hosting in March. And I'm not going to reveal the name just yet. Just stay tuned. So make sure that you are connected with me, that you are on my mailing list, and you can just go to my website and subscribe so you can make sure that you don't miss that. I am also excited, number 11, for my 365 affirmation book that I created. Again, 365 affirmations for the mind, body, and soul, the liberated woman's voice. So this is my sample copy, and I have made a couple of changes. But for example, this is day 185, and the affirmation is my body deserves care and love. And not only is there an affirmation, there's also a coaching question. So, which appointment or routine care will you schedule this week? Because listen, as mothers, as wives, as girlfriends, as entrepreneurs, business owners, employees, CEOs, whatever roles, titles you may be wearing, we often let ourselves go because these other roles take precedence. And when you are busy taking care of everyone else, but not yourself, by the time you do get around to yourself, you are exhausted. So, day 185 is going to remind you that there are some appointments that you need to be making. Depending on your age, that mammogram, your annual pap smear, if you have a history of cancer or other illnesses, diseases in your family, you need to be mindful of that and take care of yourself. So, which appointments or routine care are you going to schedule for yourself this week? And then day 186, my body is beautiful in every way. And then the coaching question, what compliment will you give yourself out loud today? And there are lines for you to journal. So this is what the book is. And I am truly excited about it. Again, you can go to my website or you can also, for right now, go to Amazon. And my goal and desire is that it will be in other bookstores. But for now, you can get it on my website or on Amazon. And if you do purchase it directly from me on my website, it will be autographed and you will get some little bonuses. Number 12. I am truly grateful and excited for the real method and my healing framework that have guided so many women. Again, the real method is 4 weeks, the healing framework is 8 weeks, and it just meets the woman where she is. So the 4 week may be too short for you. You might need a little extra assistance, a little bit more guidance. Then you can opt in for the healing framework. And while it is a method, while it is a framework, and I also have the liberation blueprint, which is 12 weeks, there are specific things that we go through. However, each one is written and detailed and updated for you. So, depending on what you're working on, depending on where you currently are and where you need to go, it will be personalized for your specific needs. So, just because you see the real method, the healing framework, the liberation blueprint, it's not cookie cutter. It is personalized for your specific needs. Number 13, the confidence and visibility that I have stepped into this year. My word for 2025 was monetize. And there's definitely been a lot of growth. There's definitely been a lot of confidence building. There's definitely been a lot of visibility that I have stepped into this year. And I am grateful for that, which has translated into more money because people go into business not necessarily because they just want to make more money. There's typically an underlying reason, but money has a lot to do with it also. If not, no one will go into business. Yes, it's about the message. And yes, it's about the impact that we're making. And yes, it's about the lives that we're touching. But let's be real, to run a business, it takes money. To pay the bills, it takes money. To build a legacy and create a legacy and shifts and pivots and changing lives and impacting lives, it takes money. So for 2025, that was my word. And I am grateful that because of the confidence and because of the visibility, money did grow. Number 14, my brand becoming clearer, stronger, and more aligned with who I am today. Not who I was before, not who I am becoming, but who I am today. And I'm truly grateful for that because I feel that I am being more authentic in my word, using my voice more. And of course, there's room to grow. We're not perfect, but I am grateful for where I am today. Number 15, for my creative flow, again, for the books, workbooks, templates, the talks, and more that I have created, the opportunities that have been afforded to me. I partnered up with a radio station not that long ago, and I was on their radio show. I collaborated with a local nonprofit and I led two workshops for that nonprofit. And hopefully, there will be more opportunities like that in 2026. So watch out. Number 16, I talked about this just a couple of seconds ago. My financial goals getting closer and more achievable. Again, it's not that money buys happiness, but money does give you options, and those options lead to happiness. So don't get caught up on when people say money doesn't buy happiness, money's the root of all evils, and all these things. Do your research, do your own learning, do your own growing. Money is not the root of all evils. The love of money is. Because again, we need money. We need money to make an impact. We need money to tithe. I always mess up that word, give money to the church or whatever religious belief or charity and things like that. It doesn't necessarily, in my book, in my view, doesn't necessarily have to be to a church, but just a cause that you are passionate about. So you need money for that. So don't be ashamed to say that you are excited about making and wanting to make more money because, again, without money, the world will cease to exist. Number 17, my family, my husband, my children, my granddaughters. I am truly grateful for them because, number one, they support me no matter what with big goals, with big, hairy, audacious goals, with simple goals, with very small steps, with large steps. They support me with everything. I have their undying love and support no matter what. And what I am building is for my granddaughters. So I have three biological granddaughters, and I have one that I consider my little bonus granddaughter. And my oldest granddaughter, who is now 11 years old, recently said to me, when you are no longer here, I want to be the CEO of your business. I want to make an impact and I want to help women just like you are. So, children are listening, children are watching what you're doing. And while our past may be questionable because we've been through things, we've experienced things, we are becoming the version of ourselves today that we needed back during those times. So to hear my granddaughter say that she wants to help other women the way that I am helping them means that I am on the right path and I am doing exactly what I am meant to be doing. Number 18, my renewed focus on nourishing myself, not just other people. Because again, taking care of yourself first is not selfish, it is a necessity. Because if you do not take care of yourself, if you do not prioritize your self care, however that self care may be and whatever it may look like to you, you're not going to have enough momentum, enough energy, enough time to take care of other people. You are going to end up being resentful. So make sure that you take care of yourself first. And again, don't let people shame you into how to take care of yourself. If it means a day at the spa, go freaking sit at the spa and take care of yourself. If it means going to a hotel and just booking a one night stay for yourself, unplugging, you do that. If it means getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, doing your affirmations, your journaling, hitting the gym, you do that. Self care is right in the word, it's for yourself. So, whatever that might look like, make sure that you take care of you with what makes you happy and what brings you joy. Number 19, the clarity that I now have in my purpose and my voice. I think is pretty evidenced by the previous 18 things that I have mentioned so far, that I am using my voice more because I have clarity. I know my purpose and I am very passionate about what I am doing. Number 20, the peace I feel when I trust divine timing. God's timing, source's timing, the universe timing, it's not our timing. Yes, we want everything now. And yes, we want the shifts to happen now. Yes, we want the money to be in our bank account now. Yes, we want the transformations to occur now, but it doesn't happen that way. Everything takes time. And when you let go of control and when you trust the process, when you trust God, source, the universe, whatever word feels yummy to you, everything feels peaceful. So just let go of the need to control and trust that everything is going to happen the way it's meant to happen. Number 21, the women who say yes to healing because they have watched me do it first. Again, it's not about boasting, it's not about bragging, it's about making an impact, it's about role modeling the behaviors, it's about setting the example. So I want women to know that when you pause, when you prioritize yourself, when you prioritize your healing, when you take care of you, everything that happens afterwards is absolutely beautiful. Number 22, my resilience, rising again and again, every year stronger, not giving up when things are hard, not giving up when things feel impossible. Because again, our minds, our hearts, our brains, we wish that they were all like connected and in alignment, but that's not how it always works. Sometimes our minds move faster than our hearts. Sometimes we have like this deep, passionate thing that we want to accomplish, that, feeling that we have, and our minds and our brains start talking like, if they only knew, who do you think you are? the imposter syndrome, that self-doubts, those self-doubts that come in. Don't give into it. You are on the right path. The things that have happened in your past, please know that everyone has a past. Things happen for a reason, and you may never truly understand what that reason is. You truly may never understand it. And I am going to go as far as to say, yes, even when bad things happen, as much as it hurts, even when bad things happen, they happen for a reason. For me, I will say that the things that have happened, the trauma that I have experienced, if it was not because of those things, I would not be sitting here today talking to you, encouraging you, empowering you, reminding you that you are a priority, that you matter, that self care is not selfish. I wouldn't be having a following. I wouldn't be leading women into their own healing journeys. I wouldn't be making an impact for women to know that just because something happened to you does not mean that that is the end of your chapter, that that is the finale. Things that have happened to you, to me, to us, it's part of our stories. It is not the entire story. Number 23, the opportunities to speak, to teach, and shine on stages. I have mentioned this like in different wording, but again, I'm just truly grateful for it. And there's more opportunities coming up that I am also creating for others to rise onto those stages and share a little bit of their voice. Number 24, the community forming around my message. Again, things are shifting a little bit. The liberated woman's voice, the liberated movement, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be engaging. It's going to be transformative. So just stay tuned. And number 25, the freedom that comes from choosing my standards, my path in my life. I no longer apologize for who I am. I no longer apologize for what I want in life. I no longer apologize for being me. I am me. Unapologetically bold. I am fearless. I am healing. Healing to me is not a you've arrived moment. Healing is continuous because just because you have healed certain areas doesn't mean that you have healed all the areas. And sometimes life will throw you a bone that you may be like, what is happening? And I just share that because it's important, especially if you're a coach, if you're a mentor, if you are a leader, that just because you are healing does not mean that you can't work with other people. Does not mean that you cannot empower other people. It does not mean that you can't guide and help other people into achieving their best lives. Because again, healing to me, there's no end point. It is continuous. You are always moving the needle forward. So, I would love to know, what are you grateful for in 2025? And don't talk too much about 2026 just yet because I have some exciting things coming up and we will finish that conversation at a later moment. So, thank you so much for tuning in and I would love to hear from you. So, make sure that you leave a review and share this with a friend or two. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you here next week as we start to introduce to you the co authors of my upcoming anthology, In the Pursuit of Fearless Living From Wounds to Wisdom, Real Stories of the Fearless Feminine Rising. If you aren't already following us on social media, please connect with me on LinkedIn at Maryann Rivera-Dannert or visit our website, MaryannRivera-Dannert.com. I will catch you next week with a brand new episode, and remember that you are a priority and you matter.